be joined by Andrew Jackson, who led Hilltoppers with 12 tackles against Kentucky, and Hendrix Brakefield, who averaged 44.6 yards a punt and today was named Sun Belt Special Teams Player of the Week. So we'll open it up to your questions.
Hendrix, like you just said, you're named Player of the Week. How does that feel to be named like that right away after your performance on Thursday?
It's an honor, I guess, but it's another game.
How did you feel about your performance? It was a game of field position there for a good portion of that game. You got you and Lachka were going back and forth. How did you feel?
Better as the game went on. I think I started off very well, giving in a little bit to the hype and the stadium and atmosphere and everything, but once I settled down, it was good.
Andrew, you've had a couple days to, I guess, kind of reflect on your first start. You went out and made 12 tackles. You were out of the field. Again, now you kind of a few days to step back and look at that kind of retrospect. How did you grade your performance on Thursday night?
Just, I think it was all right, but it could have been better. We made some mistakes that you can see. Like the long run, as a unit we messed up, but it could have been better. But I agree that it was all right. It's more to come. It's more to come. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's more to come.
What kind of reaction have you received since Thursday's game? I mean, you made quite a bit of noise for yourself there on Thursday night. Have you been surprised at maybe some of the reaction you got just from people in the community or just in general? Yeah,
I've been surprised because I was just thinking that I did like a normal job, but I've been having a lot of positive reaction towards me. Like I did something like win the Super Bowl or something, It's my first game, so it's been shocking a little bit, but
it's gotta make you feel good though to have that.
Yeah, it feels good, but like I said, I ain't really do nothing yet. I ain't do nothing. If y'all come back and interview me, like after winning the Sun Belt Championship, then that's an obvious side of it done. But still got a job to do.
Did you watch the video yet?
Yeah, I watched the video a couple times. I like it.
Did your family or anything say anything about that?
Family, they happy, of course, but still got a long way to go.
Andrew, how much easier does it make your job when Hendrix was keeping Kentucky within their own 15-yard line for a while than that? I mean, y'all came out several times and they had to go 85, 90 yards. How much easier did that make your job on defense?
My job on defense, it made it better for us, but my job would never really been that easy if it weren't for the D lineman. D lineman was really making it happen for me. So I was reacting to what they was doing. They was doing their job, so I was doing my job. So we got that taken care of. So that's all. So that's all. It happened. We took care of that. So that's all. That's all. That's all I can really say about that. D-line did their job. I did my job.
What kind of a statement is it that you all went out and played against an SEC team that way? Guys that are bigger and stronger and faster, at least on paper, than you all are, and to hang tough with them the entire way, knowing that the rest of the season, at least like on paper, it should get easier for you all.
I just look at it as, the SEC mean that they just, they got more money, they got that, but they can't take away our heart or nothing from the game, So as long as we got that, we'll be able to fight with any team and hang around in there.
You commented about the defensive line. A lot was said about UK's offensive line being one of the strengths of its team, and you guys bullied them around, or they bullied the O-line around quite a bit. If you could talk a little bit about just what kind of a job did that front four do for you and for the team?
That job they did was what really led the way because they set the tempo on the front line, So that made it hard for the running back. He had to make a decision to run outside or inside, but he chose inside. So I was there to make the tackles, So I kind of give my praise to them because that's how I really did get my job, So I couldn't really, that's why when I do the interviews or something, I couldn't really take all the praise and stuff for it because it's a whole defense out of it, So I can't have my shine without their shine, So make sure I put that out there.
I know you haven't been around the last few years, but is it fair to say that this team is over a moral victory at this point? I mean, you guys just want to go out and win every single game you play. In the past it's been, let's build, let's get better game by game, but I mean, now you guys want to win them all.
Yeah, I feel like we got to that point now where we finna start. We there. We finna start winning. And take care of business.
Hendrix, this is only your second year too, but talk about how far the program's come from after the UK game last year when you all lost by 30 points or so, and especially this week where you just lost by 11, and going into this third game of the season. What's the change like from that time to this time?
Everything's different. There's not a single bit of this team that's the same from last year. We might have some of the same players, but mindset and everything, like he said, we're looking to win. That's it. Both of them were a loss, so they still show up on our record as a loss. We might have played better, but we still didn't come out with a victory. And so after last year, might have been a little bit more disheartened than we are this year. I think this one, if anything, just fired us up. Never did get in, us down.
Are you encouraged?
Encouraged.
Just by how well you guys performed, given that you lost?
Definitely, yeah. If you have to lose a game, I think we might have done it the right way. None of us wanted to lose, but we kept fighting till the very end. You didn't see the defense give up. You didn't see the offense give up. If anything, we brought it harder to them at the end when they started trying to come down there and maybe run it up a little bit or whatever. That got us all a little fired up. So yeah, it's encouraging because, especially if you talk about the SEC being, people try to talk about them as the best conference thing. So if on paper, if the rest of the teams are going to perform like they're supposed to on paper, we're going to have a heck of a season.
Andrew, looking at this week, looking at Navy, I'm sure you probably already watched a lot of film on them. What have you seen so far, like from, their offensive line? They, of course, they run an offense that you're probably not going to see the rest of the year. Just kind of talk a little bit about facing Navy.
Facing Navy, it's just another football game. We got to come out there and be physical, aggressive. Triple option, that just means more opportunity for turnovers. That's all that means. Come out there, we just play fast and hard. Navy is just another game, another offense. Same old.
Are you going to have to change anything that you guys do to defend that, or are you just going to take the same approach you had against Kentucky?
Same. I would say we probably change a couple of D-line fronts, but we're going to have the same approach. Hard and fast, that's it.
What's your responsibility personally when it comes to, as a middle linebacker? Is there something, say, take out the quarterback, take away the quarterback, or take away, their back, whatever, because they're probably one responsibility that you have personally?
My job this week, take out the quarterback. Make sure we get that taken care of.
Have you faced like when you were in high school? Did you face many option offenses at all? Because a lot of high schools run it.
We played against one. It was more simple. It was more simple than Navy's is, but it's all the same, just about.
First true home game for you guys. How fired, and coaches talked about protecting the home and getting that home win. How fired up are both of you to get back to Houses with City?
If we pull it off, it'll be on, because it's been 3-4 years or something close to that since we did get a home game. So it's just a lot of excitement. We just got to come out and play.
I don't think any of us are worried about not winning at home. We don't know we're going to do it, but I think it'd be a big-time statement to come out and play a team like Navy and do that at home. We can beat other teams at home, Sun Belt teams, it's conference teams, it's anybody's battle, but we got a big-time team coming in, so I think it'd mean a lot to everybody if we came out with a victory.
You guys had a pretty good showing fan-wise, at least in the student section down versus Kentucky. How important is it going to be to have that stadium sold out, or just as packed as it can be, that student section being loud for you guys this week?
That's, I don't think it's going to affect the way these guys play more than just maybe a little bit. They're all going to play hard, but I think that should be a point of pride, not for our team, but for the community, man. It's not on us. We're going to play football no matter what, but come out and support. We're here. I know Navy's bringing a bunch of people. There's no reason why we shouldn't have double, triple what they bring.
It's true. We just need more support. We've been down. We just need that support this week. So that'll be a boost for us.
And compared to last year, I think you played 3 of your first 4 were on the road. If you include the Nashville game, your first 4 are technically home games. Do you think that helps?
Helps like the.
Does it help just
nervous.
You don't have to worry about travel or anything for the first few weeks. Whereas last year, I mean, that's all you were doing really for the first few weeks is traveling. I know you haven't gone through it yet for playing all these games at home, but I mean, do you think it'll help you guys to maybe, as far as maybe establishing a rhythm or anything like that?
It might. I mean, well, I guess we'll see. I mean, I guess you can think there's either way. Just being at home, it's our place. We like being here. I'm not sure traveling really, other than maybe just being tired from traveling. But I'm not sure. At least in my position, I don't think tired is what we'll have to worry about. I'm not going to be too worn out after the game, anyways. But yeah, just being at home, I think just the atmosphere at home, we like that. We like having our fans and our stadium and everything. So.
Hendrix, you had to made a little bit of attention for yourself, a couple internet videos, kind of hitting big. Western State of Mind and Bobby Ramey's, seeing your little celebrity go up around campus, people come to you like, yeah, that's the guys in the video, or people ever ask you about that at all or anything?
Oh, we're not that famous. That was just just fun stuff. So no, it's not like a big deal around campus.
Anything else for these guys? Hendrix, appreciate it.
Yeah.